it just works. But yeah, you're right. It's too slow.
Yep, they made their bed. They picked the carry, and they're going into game 2 at match point. Aurora, 1 game win away from securing top seed. The only absolute in season 16 so far, with TNC holding on for dear life. At this point, they know that their chance at the playoffs is out of their hands.
Yep.
However, for TNC, they will still hedge their bets on a Chaknu Classic v Akai that we have not seen in a very long time. Not only on Chaknu, but in the metagame overall. It does have good synergy with the Arlet, but does it have good synergy with the rest of TNC?
Yeah, that's a question. Because like, their problem with their composition. Edward might get taken down. Lancy, do you have the combo? He missed. Vengeance from Trimar. Oh, Flicker from the Arlet secures the first blood against Edward.
Mid, trying to take down Chaknu. Man, Trimar is angry. That's the difference you make when you have a Flicker Uranus like Flap TZ earlier tonight and Purify on Edward now.
Yeah.
Why go for a Purify?
And Impure Rage as well for Edward. Usually, well, it's a very usual emblem of choice. And speaking of usual, Light is doing what he was doing again.
Yeah, somebody geeked out definitely this week.
Oh my God.
I was about to mention, like, what is this?
Yep, it's...
Dude, last week, Light would just go mid, River, XP, get crab,
See
River.
everything.
Yeah. Now it's Light in the... Maybe they missed each other in RSG.
Yep. They just like to bond at this point. We're gonna go up top once again.
That's the level 4 Blitz. Trimar gets sent back. I think he's aware that there's a shenanigans afoot. Yep, Light gets flushed out.
Now we have a homework. Midnight.
Yeah.
Now we gotta do this.
We gotta check it. But
We gotta check this
honestly, I don't think it works. Because look at Chapner right now. He has more XP and gold
That's right.
compared to Light. He's now level 4, by the way, and now this is more effective.
For sure.
I've been saying this for a couple of weeks now. Double lane your roamers.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm not mad.
He's just trying to share
my
knowledge.
goodness.
Heavy spin!
Chapnu gets the catch here. Doesn't pin anybody on the wall, but look at Zaida. He's blitzing the turn here, but Chapnu is about to die. Can he get the Lord here for the YSS? Traceless retribution, but the AOG hits from Light, and Yue gets caught out here, but the jungler from TNC falls down, and Light secures the kill. Can he get out? That's the question. Trimar falls up with the Vengeance, and he takes out the Gotcha. Lancy wants to go for more. Yue falls pretty low, though, but Demon Kite is there to protect his mage.
Is that a little bit of a nombo where the heavy spin actually takes dudes out of Feathered Airstrike range?
Yep. For sure.
Yep.
That is the anti-synergy that sometimes happens if you're not that good with the Akai. And I will not say that Chaknu is not that good with Akai.
It was a positioning thing.
It was a positional thing.
Yeah.
And it might have been even more of a timing thing because I thought it was a far too early heavy spin from Chaknu with the flicker as well. Because you can see the TNC, they were not ready for that. I think that Chaknu just put the blinders on, and the moment that he saw Demon Kite, it was an automatic trigger, a prompt for Chaknu to go flicker heavy spin.
Yeah, we were gonna talk about it earlier, but I think something happened. But this is the problem with TNC's lineup. Like, you have to make sure that your spells are coordinated. Not even coordinated, just layered beautifully. Because the thing is, if you use the heavy spin or the final slash or even the the feathered airstrike, you have to make sure that every skill that you use is interconnected with each other.
Yeah.
And sometimes you would be able to use the heavy spin, and then the Arlet would just use a final slash, and then oops, no pin anymore.
And that's the antithesis to RORA, who seems to always just be up. Like, their ults, at best, besides the AOG, just adds to the layering of their basic attacks or something that they do naturally already. While TNC, they have to watch out for those green dots.
Yeah. And TNC are going to be all throughout the game, ultimate dependent. Makes me wonder what Chaknu's emblems were. He did not go for pull yourself together or anything. Went for Wilderness Blessing, in fact. And I wonder if he went for support emblem. No, he went for tank emblem for this Akai. So those green dots will be down for a long time if they're not used properly.
Yeah, look at Doming at this point, 4 minutes in. Just capitalizing on the fact that there's no pressure in the map. I'm a double lane. I'm a speed up my farming.
Oh, he's doing it. The doming double.
Yeah. Doming double.
Dude, it's rare for us to see CC gold laners not be able to pressure their enemies in the lane. Light though gets zoned out here. Final slash coming up from Trimar, catches Yue. Light is able to get out with the AOG. Now Chaknu pins Demon Kite into the wall, and Zaida is able to secure the turtle here for TNC. They want to go for more, but it's a tanky Uranus for Edward.
Yeah. That is the spin that you wanted all this time, and Chaknu, as we've said, ever so adept with this hero. Might have missed the first one, but this time it's super on point. And the fact that they also took their time to pin down Light as early as possible, force him to use the AOG.
Oh, Penny?
Dominkite knows his limits.
Wait,
oh my goodness.
What?
They're still going. Dominkite,
This guy, dude.
arguably #1 gold laner in the league right now. Light comes in for the assist. Penny Cutie not standing down.
That was close. That was close.
Okay, so
Final slash coming out from Trimar. Edward might get punished if Feathered Airstrike is enough to take out the Uranus. Yue deals so much magic damage, but they're able to still get out for TNC.
Lane to lane. Aurora is getting manhandled.
that's right. And it's TNC with the flair that they've had in the previous game. They're still continuing. It's good to see that they are not tilted whatsoever after that loss. And they do have the tool to deal with Aurora. And I don't know if my eyes deceived me, but Light was already charging Unbreakable and still popped the Conceal. So I didn't know that you could actually do that.
Yeah, hold down the spell, use Conceal, added movement speed. It's sort of like the Atlas thing.
So you don't disrupt your charging?
Maybe.
That means he had to have an extra finger touching something else, because your thumb can only touch Conceal and the Unbreakable in one direction.
We've gone beyond game mechanic analysis.
This is anatomy.
We've gone to real life mechanics.
Oh my
This
goodness.
is anatomy. Biologically speaking, folks, you're going to need 2 fingers to do that.
But yeah, my eyes did not deceive me, right? He already charged and then concealed.
Yeah, so you can't let go. You're still charging.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got theology earlier. Now we got real life anatomy. Let's go back to game mechanics.
No!
Edward
Fine.
zoning out
It's fine.
the Akai here. Pretty low.
Little mini heart attack there.
Still is healthy enough. He still does have the heavy spin. And Aurora, we want to go for this turtle, but Trimar says otherwise. That final slash with the flicker to the left side catches 2 heroes on the side of Aurora and TNC.
Where's the payoff? The past 7 minutes have felt like the first 3 episodes of Game of Thrones. My favorite characters dying left and right, and the payoff not being anywhere in sight.
Well, here comes the turtle, though. It's a reward for TNC.
There is no payoff for
More than 10 years later, I'm still upset Ned Stark died.
Yeah.
Hey, spoiler. Disclaimer.
I'm sorry.
on.
I'm sorry.
At this point, if you haven't watched yet, that's on you.
That's on you,
That's a skill
definitely.
issue.
Sean Bean dies in like 9 out of 10 movies he makes.
That's right.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you've watched a short, but oh my goodness, look at that damage.
What is on Lancey?
Coming on Lancey, Mountain Shocker almost lands onto Aurora. And here comes the flying clouds from Demon Kite to punish. Now flicker out from the Mamba.
It's not much more on what is on Lancey, but that is what is not on the members of Aurora. Prior to this, the Dominance Ice was not yet fully formed. It was 3 casual items for Edward, the leg plates, Dreadnought armor, as well as the Black Ice Shield. Only.
Playing at the death game against Demon Kite, but the dashes are there. It was a decent attempt coming out from TNC.
It's just a poke. And prior to that, Lancey nailing that ultimate onto 3 members of Aurora, only 1 magic defense was available, and it's just a silence rope onto Light. So again, it was not what was on Lancey, but what was lacking for Aurora.
Because we can confirm all he has are the penetration boots and glowing wand.
Arcane boots hurt so much, especially in this new patch.
It comes with magic power.
Yep.
That's right.
Who woke up one day and said, I wish my boots had magic power?
At the expense of additional, charges, additional gold, I'd take that trade.
Yeah. To be
Good
fair,
deal.
it does feel great. I've bought so many arcane boots. I don't actually like the other boots right now.
Yep. This is, again,
I love arcane boots.
Another reason why Bane Gold works.
Yes.
That's
He can
also
get away
true.
with
Yes,
arcane
that's
boots and
also
Holy Crystal for like the
That's
first
right.
7 minutes, and he's fine.
Yeah. Screw CDR. Oh, on Shocker, they see the Dominkite. He
Dominkite.
only has Purify, so there goes a Feathered Airstrike punish.
Oh!
Zaida
Good Purify.
with the poke. Good Purify indeed. AOG coming out from Light. They want to go for the chase, but Chaknu resets the fight with the heavy spin. punishes the AOG. Aurora, they thought they were gonna go for the punish, but they didn't see the Mamba.
Aurora may have taken too much to even try and set up for a comeback. Off map, Demon Kite is pushing down bottom.
3 more.
They're on the side of the base.
Finds another final slash. Predator strike here from Lancey. Gets cancelled though.
Cancelled. I wonder what happened.
Yeah, I think he cancelled it himself.
Yeah, he cancelled himself. But now I see some of the added benefits of getting this Akai, which is, it probably is a good hero to nullify the revitalize heroes. Maybe the
Yeah.
likes of Hylas. Because you take away the revitalize from your teammates. In fact, Light popped the revitalize, but he was quickly isolated from his teammates.
Yeah, I think it's also one of the ways to go about fighting against Aurora. You shut down Edward and Light. You remove the pillar of Aurora, and you also remove the light system. Now heavy spin used by Chakno here, but Edward, oh my goodness, so much damage coming out from Zaida.
Not to mention, you also undo Edward. You force him to use his Purify, and then suddenly, he's literally just a slab of meat.
Yeah. Even though they used up the heavy spin, they don't really care.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Aurora wants to contest? I don't think they're in any shape to. They have to take care of the long lane. They're down 5K.
Revitalize from Light. He has to use it. They have to heal up.
Yeah, at this point, Chakno actually has more gold than Edward.
Missed onto the targets of TNC, and Light is gone. The system is down, and Aurora, they have to forfeit this Lord.
This is Blade Armor and Dominance Ice for Chakno. That's why he is manning the front lines like a beast against Aurora. Has more gold compared to Demon Kite at this, or to Edward, I mean, at this point. They waited for the 11-second mark, and TNC are prepped for the push.
Yep, they want this Lord at 45, not 15. TNC approaching the 7K gold lead over Aurora. I wonder where a good chunk of it is. Because at this point, it doesn't matter. It's not a question of what's on TNC, is how far behind is Aurora?
Yeah, dude, even on the gold lane, look at the amount of gold that Benecutie has. And the problem that Aurora faces is, yes, you deal damage, but there's also the vengeance from from Benecutie, the reposition coming out from Trimar. And it does not matter if they don't synchronize their spells. What they only have to do is zone out the damage dealers on the side of Aurora.
Yep. For TNC, it's always been about green. If not the green dots, about the green, the dollar, the money.
Yeah.
That kind of green. That shade of green. I like that shade of green. However, it seems like TNC are finding a solution for against Aurora, which is to just discombobulate the formation of Aurora.
Discombobulate is the word here. Chakno gonna try and push, make sure the push goes successful here for TNC. Concealed play from Light does not net anything for Aurora, and they still have a minion wave in the middle lane. Predator strike coming out from Lancey. Look at the damage! Demon Kite. Oh, AOG from Light missed. Lancey just used the wings by wings. 3 on the front line. No final slash, however. But the damage. Chakno with the flicker behind Demon Kite. Catches Lancelot off guard. And now 3 gets vengeance out. Revitalize for Light to sustain the damage, but they don't have anything against TNC. Zaida's still alive. They still have minion waves here, and they are gonna push.
Oh, they're trying. Yue gets taken down